Now, this is a huge one. You need to stop tying your identity to your rank. I'm going to get people, every single one of my videos, people always commenting about MR. MR does not matter, dude. Like, really, it doesn't. Don't focus on MR, or you're going to stagnate because, oh, I'm a 1600 MR player. Oh, I'm an 1800 MR player. Oh, I'm a 1900 MR player. Oh, yada, yada, yada. Do not care about any of that. Detach yourself from the rank. Focus on the process. Stop needing a number to tell you that you are good. Start wanting to become better, and the number will grow naturally. If you don't detach yourself emotionally, you'll always play scared and defensive because you're trying to protect a fake number on a dumb screen. So, what's up, party people, and welcome back to our ranked adventures with a side of Yap. And today's subject, we're going to be talking about ego and how important it is to kill your ego to improve in not only fighting games but anything else you ever want to improve. And it's definitely holding you back. Let me tell you some psychology and some stuff we wrote up on it. So, everyone thinks like the final boss in fighting games is always like, whoever it is. Like this game, I think it's supposed to be JP, and you got like Gil and Bison and stuff. But the real monster, the real villain, is your ego. Oh, I'm hard stuck, Diamond 4 boogeyman living rent free in your cerebral cortex. And before you go, no, that's not me. I'm humble. I've been working at this game. That's why I am Diamond 4. Let me hit you with the truth bomb. So, if you can't admit that you're the problem that's holding you back, then you're definitely the problem that's holding you back. That's all there is to it. Today, we're going to dive into it a little bit deeper. So first we're just going to dive into ego. So every sport has this issue. Every sport has this issue. Basketball players will blame the ref. Baseball players will blame the ump. Golfers blame the wind, the grass, the sun, the alignment of Jupiter's moons and Saturn's rings. And fighting game players, we blame everything, dude. Literally, the controller, the lag, the character, this, luck, fate, perfectly timed cross-up, jump in that somehow your anti-air missed and it was fake and yada, yada, yada. We blame everything. This game sucks, yada, yada, yada. There's a psychological principle called self-serving bias, which basically means your brain protects your pride by blaming anything except yourself. That's why you're not the best player in the world. It helps your feelings, but it absolutely tanks your improvement. Because here's the brutal truth. If it was always someone else's fault, you'd be the best player in the world already. That's just all there is to it. So, the ego cycle, people trap themselves and go like this. Step 1, you lose. 2, you take 0 ownership. 3, repeat. 4, wonder why you aren't improving. 5, try a new character. 6, realize that didn't help. You're still same rank you were with the other character. Step 7, say the character is too honest. Step 8, pick Ryu and climb. Endless cycle. Ego makes you allergic to learning. It puts you in the defend my pride mode instead of the let's grow and learn mode. Psychologists call this the fixed mindset, where you treat every loss as a threat to your identity instead of data. A loss becomes a referendum on your value instead of an opportunity to improve. That is death. Not in the game, in life. In Minecraft, I mean. Excuse me. So every pro across every sport learns this same lesson. Talk to any pro athlete, MLB player, NBA player, Olympians, UFC fighters. Every single one of them say some form of the moment I killed my ego was the moment I actually improved. Why? Because ego forces you to defend who you think you are. Improvement forces you to accept who you actually are. There's a reason rookies grow faster than veterans. Rookies don't think they know anything yet. Veterans plateau because they cling to what used to work for them. Sound familiar? Street Fighter 2 players, Street Fighter 3 players, Street Fighter 4 players, every other fighting game player ever. The guy who hates modern controls sitting over there yelling at the sky. So ego keeps you from doing the most important skill in a fighting game, admitting you don't understand something. You can't progress if you won't say, I don't know this matchup. I keep panicking on defense. My confirms are sloppy. I mash like a toddler with the sugar high. I jumped again even though I died for it last round. Your ego wants you to say, it's fine, I know what I'm doing. You didn't do nothing wrong. My man, if you knew what you were doing, you wouldn't have lost 6 straight games to a Bronze Blanca named Banana Gankin. I'm just saying, dude. Just throwing that out there. Consider it. So, how ego actually makes you worse at the game, let me hit you with the psychology. Ego shrinks your information intake. If your ego is fragile, you cannot absorb new knowledge. Everything becomes a threat. B, ego creates defensive coping. You look for excuses so you don't have to fix anything. Ego sabotages deliberate practice. You avoid the weak spots because they make you feel bad. Ego destroys adaptation. You refuse to accept mistakes you cannot course correct. Ego kills curiosity. Curiosity is the #1 trait of high-level competitors. And worst part, ego makes you think your ceiling is lower than it really is. Your ceiling is fine. It's just blocked by your personality right now. So, kill the ego. This is not a meme. This is not some philosophical monk stuff. There are real practical methods to shut your ego up so you can actually grow. Here's how you do it. Step 1, lose intentionally and study it. Your ego will hate this, but hear me out. Play sets where the only goal is to learn something, not win, not to prove anything, just to observe. Let's say, okay, I'm only going to do damage with anti-airs this game, and I know I'm going to lose doing that, and my opponent's probably going to figure that out, but I don't care. Ask questions while you play. Why did that hit? What option did I panic with? Why am I avoiding learning? Why can't I just anti-air? Why am I so scared of losing? What keeps catching me off guard? Your brain switches from defend mode to analyze mode. Massive improvements start here. Step 2, seek out what makes you uncomfortable. You know that one friend who plays a character you hate fighting? Fight him more. You know that one mechanic you pretend doesn't matter? Learn it. You know how you always scroll past a replay where you got washed? Watch it. Improvement requires humility. Humility only comes from walking straight into your weak areas and saying, all right, it's time to learn, baby. Step 3, let people better than you cook you alive. Ego hates losing, but your skill loves losing to people who are better than you. Top players expose your patterns. They show you what actually matters. They beat the stubborn, outdated habits out of you. That is a blessing. That is data. That is growth. If you can farm somebody in Battle Hub who is leagues above you in skill, just fight them as many times as you possibly can. Watch the replays or just focus on learning what you can, what they're doing, what they're picking up on you, and what you can do to adapt. You got to use all your options. Your character has so many more options than you're using. You need to get creative. You need to get curious. Now, this is a huge one. You need to stop tying your identity to your rank. I'm going to get people, every single one of my videos, people always commenting about MR. MR does not matter, dude. Like, really, it doesn't. Don't focus on MR, or you're going to stagnate because, oh, I'm a 1600 MR player. Oh, I'm an 1800 MR player. Oh, I'm a 1900 MR player. Oh, yada, yada, yada. Do not care about any of that. Detach yourself from the rank. Focus on the process. Stop needing a number to tell you that you are good. Start wanting to become better, and the number will grow naturally. If you don't detach yourself emotionally, you'll always play scared and defensive because you're trying to protect a fake number on a dumb screen. So you need to focus on curiosity. I can't stress this enough. I keep bringing it up because this is the golden formula. Shift from I should already know this to I wonder what I can learn. That's called a growth mindset, and it's rocket fuel for improvement. Every top player you admire, they have this mindset. Every plateaued player you know, they don't. Final words on ego and fighting games. Ego tells you you're fine, you're already good, they're cheap, you knew what you were doing. Growth tells you you can be better, you can learn, you can adapt. Ego says protect your pride. Growth says protect your future. Every real competitor eventually hits the fork and roll. Do you want to prove you're good, or do you want to become better? Because you can't do both. You have to choose. Kill the ego and the path opens up. Kill the ego and the ceiling lifts. Kill the ego and suddenly you're not stuck anymore. The final boss was never Shao Kahn. It was never that jumping, sweeping Ryu. It was never that Zangief who EXSPD'd you 11 times in 5 matches and you exploded. The final boss was the version of you that refuses to learn. Once you beat him, the entire game will unlock for you and everything will get easier. I am the Depressed Gamer. I need you all to be good to yourselves. Please like, comment, subscribe. If If you made it this far in the video, you had to like it a little bit. Hit that subscribe button, buddy. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you so much for hitting it. I see you. Thank you for pressing that subscribe button. Thank you sincerely, and Merry Christmas. Gotta keep on struggling, folks, and I will see you in the next one.